So the YouTube Partner Program, it launched. Yeah, was it 20 years ago? Wow. Okay. So that's just an intro. It is. They have been consistent, but they have done policy changes over the past maybe 5 to 10 years that have really like irked people. So I don't know how good these changes have been. Let's see. Yeah, first significant change since 2018. I remember that, where they started rewarding people who are posting more often, and it kind of got this. Now you see everyone just posting a bunch of stuff, whether it's good or not. So I don't really see that as a good change, but it did give new creators the ability to like break out into YouTube. So it didn't just reward people that have been around longer. Let's see. But we expect to pay even more creators in 2027. I don't know about that. So Premium Lite, we're expanding the Premium Lite. I'm not sure what that is, to all countries where we offer YouTube Premium. Okay, so a lighter subscription of YouTube Premium. The subscription offers uninterrupted, offline, and background viewing of most content. Okay, so it's like mostly the reason people would buy YouTube Premium. The other reasons people don't care about. I think you can get some like TV shows and maybe live content from like media, but those are mostly the reasons I know people would buy it for. Creators earn money from these subscriptions through a dedicated pool of revenue for each subscription type. So they're adding a lower tier Premium Lite. So 30% of the net subscription revenue from Premium and 60% from Premium Lite. Doesn't seem too bad. This allocation factors in the cost of operating and promoting the service, including the amounts we pay to music partners. Okay. I think it's a different type of payout if you do music on YouTube. This pool is distributed, or they might mean the music that's being used by YouTube. They don't really say. This pool is distributed to creators based on member watch time and views, the usual, and from the distribution creators receive from revenue share. 55% long form, 45% for shorts. So, all right. With the additional subscribers, creators can expect higher earnings. So those are for people who are already earning on YouTube. It's like, oh, here's another tier where you can earn. So if you're already profiting, that's good. YouTube Shorts, we're updating how we distribute Shorts revenue. Creators who already earn a significant revenue from Shorts are unlikely to be impacted by these changes. So beginning February 1st, 2027, this is where these changes are going to take place. Creators who have 10 million qualified shorts views, that's weird, over the last 90 days will be eligible for ads and subscription revenue sharing on Shorts. So that's currently what they do. Okay. So qualified Shorts. So it doesn't seem like anything changed yet. Channels below this threshold remain in the YouTube Partner Program and continue to earn on long form but content, with short revenue sharing automatically resuming once they cross 2 million again. So probably what's happening is they were still paying out even if you dipped under, because it's hard to maintain 10 million short views every 3 months. So it looks like they're going to dip people in and out of it. That might be the change. I don't know, because we don't do that. We don't do a lot of shorts. We're broadening yet, so we'll see how that goes. But we're broadening revenue opportunities for creators to reward growth, engagement, and more by introducing new incentive programs rather than relying solely on ad revenue. So for channels below the 10 million view threshold, these initiatives introduce new ways to earn based on hitting certain milestones, like bonuses for YouTube shopping, incentive for brand deals, earnings boost for starting and growing trends. Okay, so basically pushing for sales. See, look at this side graphic here. This is where it's going to get dicey. Uh-oh. So 3, YouTube Partner Program ads and premium thresholds. To keep the pace with the growth of YouTube, which now sees over 2 billion daily short views and over 1 billion hours of watch time on TV every day. We are updating the YouTube Partner Program entry requirements for ads and premium revenue share for new creators. This update won't impact creators already in the program. So this is what I was hearing about. New creators applying for the YPP will need 8,000 qualified watch hours in the last 365 days. That's up from 4,000. So that's not good. They doubled it, right? And 4,000 is already hard for a lot of people who are actually putting more work into each video. So they're kind of promoting for fast, quick, and dirty videos by doing this. Or 20 million qualified short views in the last 90 days. That's up from 10 million, right? So the entry thresholds for our fan funding and shopping products remain unchanged. Taken together, these updates allow us to invest in new incentive programs. Yeah. Just the cliche statements. Starting February 1st, 2027. Not great. Not great at all. We'll probably watch this clip in a minute. But let's look at this graphic. In addition to the above threshold, creators who meet the following criteria and are accepted into the YPP will have additional benefits, including revenue sharing from ads and YouTube Premium. So it's still 1,000 subscribers, but 4,000 watch hours for long form content now just went to 8,000, which is double, or 10 million shorts now at 20 million, which is double within a 3-month period. So pretty terrible. Yeah, it's not great. Let's check out this video.
I'm Rene Ritchie, your Creator Insider.
My name is Amjad Hanif, and I lead the creator product team at YouTube.
Thank you so much for joining us. We've announced a few updates for the YouTube Partner Program. What is changing for creators and our channels?
There's a few changes that most creators should be aware of. The biggest changes are on what it takes to earn from ads rev share. It used to be about 4,000 hours in order to qualify for long form, and now it's going to be 8,000. On the short side, it used to be 10 million views in 90 days, and now it's going to be 20 million views in 90 days. Additionally, in order to earn shorts rev share in the upcoming month, you'll have to have had 10 million views over the last 90 days. And these are just adjustments based on the amazing growth of the creator ecosystem over the last several years.
And some things aren't changing, right?
Yeah, if you are in YPP today, you stay in YPP. What also isn't changing is the first level of YPP, which we introduced a few years back called the fan funding tier. That still takes 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours or 3 million views in the last 90 days.
So let's dive into that a little bit. Why was it necessary to change the thresholds for watch time hours and shorts views?
YPP stands apart in the entire creator ecosystem. And I think it's because of one central element, which is we succeed as a company when creators succeed. And that's been part of the ethos of the program since the first year, 20 years ago, till today. And all these changes we've announced.
I'm not sure how he's saying that when they're upping the requirements and making it harder to get into the program. So the whole "we succeed when they succeed" comment is not fitting anything he's saying right now. They're not saying any advantages. They're just showing disadvantages, right?
Just reflect the reality of an ecosystem that has grown so much. And when you think about it, the kinds of content, the way you consume that content, the formats have all changed exponentially over the last several years. And so we want to make sure that the earnings you get from the program are meaningful and allow you to reinvest in your channel. And all of these changes, when you step back, we still expect to pay more out next year to creators than we will this year.
For a lot of people, when you ask them like what they want, what their dream is, it's to be monetized on YouTube, it's to get.
For big creators or ones that are already succeeding. With everything he just said, the small creators aren't going to be the ones that are going to benefit from this.
Into YPP, and hope is such a powerful force. How are you thinking about that when you're making these changes?
Yeah, look, it's front and center in our thinking. It is the place where creators across the globe come to earn and build their business. And we've been excited and proud of the fact that there's over 3 million creators that are part of the program. So the one thing that didn't change is what it takes to join YPP. It still takes 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours or 3 million views in the last 90 days. And that is a way to think of us reaffirming our commitment to making it a place for creators to start their business.
Another big change is that now there is a minimum threshold to maintain revenue share for shorts. You have to get 10 million views every 90 days. Why make that change, and why 10 million?
It goes back to one of the central principles around these adjustments is we want to make sure that the earnings you get from YPP are meaningful, that allow you to invest and build your business. And we had a case where if you had only a few thousand views, you might have a few cents for that month. And instead, we'd like to design the program in a way where it rewards creators who are leaned in, who are driving views and engagement.
And what are you going to do then for creators who you still want to encourage them to make shorts,
Absolutely.
but they're not hitting that 10 million threshold?
Absolutely. So as a part of this, we've also introduced some incentive funds. And so we've actually quietly been testing that over the course of the past year. And that's going to give us a way to target money to creators who are at much earlier stages of their career to give them the boost.
So work like 2-3 times as hard to make roughly the same money, because those are, like I just read a second ago, those additional incentives you have to like promote on their YouTube shopping and promote sales of content, promote this. And so you're just doing more work, right? It's no longer just about making the video content
They need in order to make it to the next level. A simple incentive might be to continue uploading over the next 90 days and earn a bonus for that. If you've tagged a few items in shopping, we may give you a bonus to tag a few more items in shopping. If you've been able to secure brand deals, you may get a bonus for that. And it'll allow us to be much more targeted for creators at those early stages to help them earn to get to that next level.
The creator economy is bigger than ever. YouTube is doing better than ever. Why aren't we lowering the thresholds for YPP? Why are we instead increasing them?
That's a really good question. You could lower the thresholds and you'd have creators who are in the program but not actually earning anything meaningful. There is no program like YPP across the creator ecosystem. And we take that responsibility very seriously as stewards of the creator economy, as the original home for creators, to make a program where creators can understand what it takes to be part of it, can earn based on how well they build an audience. And that's really in the back of our mind with all the changes we make for the program. We want you to be able to earn and build a business and grow from a business where you're just running your channel to one where you can take advantage of brand deals, you can sell memberships, you can earn from fans directly. And you think of all the ways you can earn as a part of the YPP program. There's no other place you can do that today.
Amjad, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this. I would love to sit down with you again next year and see where we've gotten.
Great. Looking forward to it, Renee.
They're totally
And you all know what to do. Jump into the comments, leave your
decisions.
questions, leave
Or
your
get a lot
thoughts,
of
and keep it real.
backlash. They're going to get a lot of backlash for sure, because they're raising the bar, and I think they don't want to pay certain small creators. Maybe they're doing small payments to too many people, and it's inconvenient, like payroll and processing overhead, and it's just not. I think they're wanting people to get bigger before they have to worry about paying them, and there wasn't as many creators in the past, so it wasn't as big a deal, and now it is. I'm pretty sure it's just like logistics internally, and but yeah, it's not a lot of people have.